Hello and welcome to this segment of Daybreak Africa and KAFTAN TV. My name is Yetunde, Alanamu, and today we'll be discussing the role of high chiefs in community and state development. And here with me is Alhaji Abdulrasak Olayeni Famuditimi, the Logbosere of Ondo Kingdom, and also the Borokini Adeni of Ondo Kingdom, and again the National Vice President of Ansarul Islam. How are you doing, Chief, and how is your day going?
Thank you.
Okay, yes, sir. To start the discussion, how is traditional chief to a community, or who is traditional chief to a community?
The role of traditional chiefs or the traditional ruler in a kingdom like Ondo Kingdom, the role is very important, very, very important, because in the whole of the country now, it's like the local government system is like non-existent, because they don't have money, they don't do anything. If not for for example, for Ondo Kingdom, if it's not for the Oshema way of Ondo Kingdom, by Dr. Vitality Sumbo Kilade Jilo III, CFR, and the permanent ruler of the kingdom, we were being a big mess. And his high chiefs and other chiefs, because we get involved in virtually everything. We can say we are the only one that they running the community, because we get involved in every aspect of life in the community. Because you leave it to the local government, there's nothing will move. Take a market, take security, take electricity, take development of the community, university education, university government project. We must get involved. Not so, many things have passed us, So the traditional institution in Ondo Kingdom, and is a very strong institution. And God so blessed this kingdom with the last 17 years to have a very capable Oba that is in control. And the high chiefs that God gave him to support him in carrying out the activities. Them all the chiefs that are working very hard to make sure that this community gets what they deserve.
Okay, how is the traditional title being given? Is it a lineage inheritance or is by prominence of such individual?
In Ondo Kingdom, we have just about 3 or so that is lineage, that is family something. Besides that, we have the Jomo, they started from the king himself, Baba Jomo. Majority of our titles are voluntary. It's not hereditary. People that are interested, when there's a vacancy, they will seek to become a chief. And after examining them, their contribution, the way they have done, then Oshemawe Council will approve. And we have 2 layers. They are the category of chief that we go and get their title at Ura. We call Ura. We do it every 9 days, where we meet and discuss the problem of the kingdom. And the second category are the people who will get their chief through the Oriles, the head of the community. For example, now for Otu, where I am Logbosere, we have our own. I have so many chiefs that have to get their chieftaincy from me, delegated from the KBAC. Therefore, we have our chieftaincy house. That person will do his how. Our own is next to Ura, because we do exactly what you will do when you get your title at Ura. You will get it. The only difference is that if you get your title in Ura, the second day you have to feed all the chiefs all the 4 categories of chief. You will give them goat, you will do this. But if it is Logbosere,
is like another group of chiefs.
Chiefs.
Okay.
There is not per se is not another group. We are still the whole chief. They are chiefs because the one I give title to, that the other me, they have the same right as the one that get their title from Kabiyesi Atuga. They are chiefs, but there is a delegation of authority per se. And the same thing happens, in Ondo Kingdom. We have 3 groups or 4 groups of chiefs. We have the Egares. After that, we have the Ikules. We have the Elegbes. We have the Jamas. And we have the Opojis. Those are the category of chiefs we have in this kingdom.
Who are the traditional title holders in Ondo Kingdom?
The traditional title holder start from the Kabiyesi, who is the permanent ruler of the kingdom. But then it moves to the 6 high chiefs, the Lisa of Ondo Kingdom, the Jomo of Ondo Kingdom, the Odonwu of Ondo Kingdom, the Sashere of Ondo Kingdom, the Adaja of Ondo Kingdom, the high chief, and the high chief of Ondo Kingdom. They are Group 1. The Group 2 is the Ikules, including O2. The Group 3 is the Elegbes. The Group 4 is the Jamas. With the Group 5 is the Opojis, which are women. So those are the category of chiefs we have in the kingdom.
What are the duties of traditional title holders?
The duty varies. It depends on where you are and what is your knowledge of the community, and because we have so many roles here. For example, we have committee on security. Chiefs are there. We have committee on NEPA. We have committee on welfare. We have committee on education. We have committee on virtually everything, because the local government is almost zero. It's like no existence. It's not for the Kabiyesi and his team, the high chief. So many things will happen in this kingdom.
Okay, what you just said will lead me to the next question. How does community chief create working synergy with the government towards the developmental of the community and the state at large?
What is happening in this is the community that know what they want in their community. Then they go through the state government, because if you say you're going through the local government, you are wasting your time. You go through with demand, and like we have a problem with electricity in this kingdom. We have to communicate, write to Abuja. Kabiyesi, you have to write to Abuja and follow up. And also have it because of they sent about 8 engineers to this community from Abuja, from Ministry of Mines and Power. If we have waited that we want to go through the state or go through local government, we're wasting our time. But we direct with the contact everybody have. And they are working. They have given us 2 additional transformers now. We have 2 before, 25 kVA. They give you another 2, 30 kVA. And they have installed, they are working on it. Gradually, the thing will improve. If you leave that to local government, you will stay here. For example, we have committee on securities of the kingdom. I happen to be the chairman of the security committee. We have a meeting every Tuesday, second Tuesday of the month, with the area commander and all the 4 DPOs to tell us what's their problem, to tell us how we can assist them. We provide fuel, we provide logistics to help them perform. If you leave that to local government, then we get to education. When Adeyemi was converted, was changed to a university, it is through the help and the of the Kabiyesi and his so like that. NEPA, when they want to move it out of Ondo, it was the intervention of the Kabiyesi that, even the Unimed, that they wanted to move it to Akure, the new governor there, for one reason or the other, but we stood up through the... So the Kabiyesi in this kingdom, God chose him for us. And all the Egares, the high chiefs, they are God choosing because they are performing excellently. So I pray that God will give them the strength and the energy to continue to do the good work they are doing.
Okay, is there any characteristic an high chief supposed to possess before being chosen, and also to develop good governance to the people of the community?
You see, there's no... When a high chief title vacant, 4 or 5 people can vie for it. It's not one person. 4 or 5 people can fight, can apply to become, but the Oshima Way in council, we look at them, look at their credential, look at how they are, and pick one out of them. And there's no quarrel. No, once somebody is choosing, because those are the conditions, that if you are not choosing, you don't make trouble, and you don't go to court. There's no court issue in this one. You are not giving, you go back to your house, you try again next time. You may be given. So that is that.
Okay, how are the chiefs being ranked? Is it by age, election, or antecedent?
No, I can't say it's antecedent because it has been established when Ondo Kingdom was created. It's not any power. It's not anybody's. The Kabiyesi has a ruling house where Kabiyesi can come from. The next category of the high chiefs, only the Jomo is only pertaining to a family. The rest, people fight for it, complete for it. Including the Lisa of Ondo Kingdom, all the remaining 5, people contested for it.
So all of the chief posts in Ondo, people contest for it? Oh,
yes. Unless Jomo and even the Kabiyesi, they contest for it in their ruling house. So it's automatic.
Okay, if what if the Kabiyesi choose not to make a particular post to be something that they will contest for? Okay, what if we want to pick a particular person that I want to choose this person to be this?
It's not possible in this kingdom. No. People will apply, they will pay the fees, they will distribute. Here we don't spend money to get citizenship title in Ondo. No, no money is involved. You don't need to go and see this high chief or that chief to become a chief here. No, you will give, there is a requirement. You will share some schnapps, that's all. No money involved.
Just schnapps.
Just schnapps for groups. After that, they meet. 4 or 5 people can, like I've said earlier, 4 or 5 people can vie for a post. That's
okay, the shinap that they are sharing, is it to buy people to their side?
No, that is tradition. Okay. It has been there for over 500 years. That if you want to become a chief, you have to do this, do this, do this. And that is all. Nothing more.
Okay, Chief, as a traditional leader, what are your goals?
My goal is to see Ondo community in the very developed society where there is crime-free, you get peace. That's one thing you get when you know, I have traveled overseas, I've worked in Abuja. I was a civil servant for almost 30 years, and I retired as a deputy director, and before I moved finally to Ondo in 2019. So you can see that if you move to Ondo, God's providing, your life, you will live longer.
God will still lift you up.
Honestly, your car will last longer. You as a human being will last longer compared with the life in Lagos. You know, so.
What is your advice to people watching us at home, most especially towards the civilization that has come and people not following traditions again?
You see, let me just tell you, tradition can never die. because there are still some people that are involved, and the goal has been set, and we have them. And the only difference now is that they are all well educated. And also have done it that so many of the things that used to drive people away have been taken out of it for years, not this generation. But what chieftaincy was maybe 300, 500, 600 years ago is different from what it is today. So we encourage young people that we seek. Traditional is now a pure development, both economic, both social, both everything. That is what we are for. No more traditional ceremony. The family that are doing traditional ceremony, they still carry on their own, but not the mainstream. You know, for example, in Ondo Kingdom now, we only have 3 festivals that is pronounced. One, the Odun Oba, which is nothing, it's not any something. The Odun Ogun, which is tradition. You have the people that are doing it, not everybody, but people can join. People join. If you see Odun Ogun now in Ondo, it's like a carnival. He has students, every trade takes part. I was surprised last year, Odun Ogun last year. It was like, people came all over the world to watch Odun Ogun here.
I think people need to learn more about
I've never
all these
seen
Ondo
the
traditions.
crowd that I witnessed last year Odun Ogun in my life. That I've known to young people from America, from Britain, from Germany, France, plus our own people here. They all participated, you know, because the Kabiyesi will have a stand where he will sit and wash with some chief and wash when people dance around the town. They have a route that we will dance through, you know, so that's just it.
Okay, is there a way that civilization has affected traditions?
Oh, yes. Oh, it has affected tradition because so many practices that in the past cannot be done here now. We cannot be saying them. Yes, but now no, it has been abolished long time ago.
Okay, being the ocean.
Most of the things we do now, you don't kill cow, kill ram, even goat, that's all.
Okay, being the Logbosere of Ondo Kingdom, is there any requirement that it needs for you to have before you become the Logbosere?
There's no requirement. The only requirement that you must be a chief before. You can be Logbosere from any of the 3 chieftaincy group. That's no any, but you must be a chief. Then you apply. It's not automatic. 2, 3, 4 people can vie to become Logbosere. It's the duty of the Oshemawe Council. After we submit our credentials, they call us for interview, and at the end of the day, they will vote and pick whoever they think is the best candidate. That's all.
Thank you very much.
You don't need to see anybody. There is no cash involved.
There's no cash involved.
No.
Like, probably if I go and see this chief, they will help me
No cash involved here. I can tell you that. Because I've got 2 chieftaincy titles. I got Bapayi in 2011. I was Bapayi for 10 years. I didn't spend a kobo, although my grandfather was Bapayi of Ondo Kingdom for 48 years, 1901 to 1948. He served under 5 Obas. That doesn't make it automatic for me.
So you apply for the post?
Yeah, I apply, I fill the form, I apply, and people apply the same way. They interview us, you know, and they pick, the Kabiyesi pick, and they pick the person they felt that can do the job. And the same thing happen when I want to become Logbosere. And the same thing happen to all the chieftaincy. It's not
they go through the process. They go through the process.
Even the Egares, he's funny. I think the last Baba Lisa we got, the current Lisa, I think about 8 people vie for it. You know, we advertise, we publish how they should be, why they should become Lisa, because the Lisa is number 2 in the kingdom. But at the end of the day,
The Lisa is number 2 after the
Kabiyesi, yes. Okay, the Kabiyesi is number 1, Lisa is number 2, Jomo is number 3, Odunwo is...
Okay, thank you very much for your time and everything, sir. And what advice do you have for people watching us, most especially indigenous of Ondo states that are in this state or outside of this state? What advice do you have for them to be coming home? Because Ondo, they don't want to miss the traditions and all of that.
We advise people that home is the best, and home is the last resort. You don't want to become an old man in America, in Germany, and because you become an old man in that place, once you get your pension, that's all. It doesn't pay your house rent. But here, during your youthful age, you can build a house and get everything. What you are getting there is enough for you to live like a rich man, because of the present situation we find ourselves. But to be there, because I have so many friends. When we came back, those who are those stayed back, they are not. We are better off than them. Honestly, when we go on vacation to some of these countries, they look at you as, what are you people eating in Nigeria? And they are saying Nigeria is hard. But we really look like that, you know. So we pray they should plan and make sure they come and spend their old age. Once they retire from their work, they come back here and settle. They will live longer, and their money, the type of pension they are getting is enough to let them live a reasonable life. Once you don't do anything extravagant.
Thank you very much for your time, sir. We really appreciate. And that will be all on this segment of Daybreak Africa on KAFTAN TV. I am Yetunde Alanamu. Join us next time.